And we'll go ahead and put this wire in and then push in the retaining clip. Hey friends, welcome back to the shop this week for another project, another part, and this one is pretty nice. If this is your first time here, because you are doing a search on this particular product, I'm Art.
I'm Dana.
And thanks for joining us. If you are a regular to the channel and you've seen past episode where I shared some private information about my addiction to Black Fridays.
That's not private.
It's Black Friday weekend and I am itching to buy parts for it.
Spent hours.
Hours. I mean, the phone on the hotspot with the laptop, scouring all the sites for Black Friday deals. So no different. This Black Friday was exactly the same. Spending hours and hours looking for great deals on the many projects that we're working on. And this one came up in my search, recommended by CJ Pony Parts, who is becoming a very, very close friend of mine. And I had to show Dana because I didn't want to pull the trigger right away without her saying, yes, go right ahead.
Sure, blame me.
I was trying to find every reason not to do it because this was not on our short list of things to go ahead and get that needed it to be in place to be on the road. So let's show you exactly what it is.
What do we get?
In this pretty pizza box. Gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
So the original Cheyenne steering wheel is just black vinyl, but they put all this beautiful wood grain as accents all throughout the interior of the truck. So what this steering wheel upgrade is going to do is really tie into that beautiful wood grain and give it a nice custom look.
Tools needed: Phillips screwdriver, socket wrench, 3/4 inch socket. And this, if you don't recognize this, you didn't watch our water pump removal episode as well as the harmonic balancer removal. So this is an OEM Tools harmonic balancer puller, and this is another score from AutoZone and their free tool loan program. So let's go ahead and dive in on taking out the old crusty one and adding on our new one. All right, very first thing is take off our horn cap. This is just simply pulling it right out. No big effort. We'll toss that to the side. We've got 3 Phillips screws there. All right, we'll take these off. Here, screws taken out. We'll set this off to the side. Now this 3/4 inch nut, and we're not going to take it off completely. We just want it loosened up a pretty good bit. There we go. Steering wheel is off. All right, since the horn is set up differently on the new wheel from the old wheel, we're not going to be reusing this. This pin actually needs to come out, but we are going to have to save the red trim, the clip that actually holds that pin in, because we're no longer using this pin style. With the new horn, it's going to be these 2 wires, and the end of this is going to go in and replace where that pin was. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull this pin out. There we go. We're going to keep the little red sleeve to be able to use with the other wire. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to cut off this attachment here. We're going to remove this little plastic sheathing piece. We're not going to need it. Then we'll put our red sleeve back over this wire, insert the wire into where that pin was, and then push the little red sleeve down inside to retain it. So let's go ahead and get that done now. Alright, cut off the old female wire clip, took off the old sleeve, put the new red sleeve on, terminated this one with the new one, and we'll go ahead and put this wire in and then push in the retaining clip. And there we go. Alright, we've got our horn piece going back on. Now, a tip. In these instructions that come with this, they show this wire right here going through one of these two threaded round holes. If you end up doing that, one, this connector will not fit through, but two, if you end up running it through one of those two holes and you have to take the steering wheel back off again, you're going to be screwed, because those two threaded holes are what's needed to run those bolts through your puller and into the steering wheel in order to pull the steering wheel back off again. A wire running through it will not allow you to pull it. So on this steering wheel, which is not even in these instructions by the way, you have this square hole. Run your wire, your hot wire, directly through that hole there. Then it'll leave these two open. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this mounted up now. A big tip: make sure that you have this the right way. Get behind the wheel and actually pay attention to it. Ask me how I know. We'll use our original washer. And my other original nut was a little beat up, so I went to the hardware store and picked up a new grade 8 nut for this. Alright, next step is we're going to go ahead and ground the wire to the steering wheel adapter with the supplied screw. And hook up our hot wire. Now it's recommended you put a little bit of penetrating oil on this rubber O-ring. So we'll do that. There she goes. Now, since we have all the wiring unhooked, I'm unable to test it, but I will certainly test this once we get all the electrical system taken care of. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Although it was a rather short one, I think the upgrade or the mod is definitely big and ultra cool.
And if you want to see more on Project Herald, stay tuned because this year the modifications and projects get even bigger.
Yeah, a whole new look. So if you're into this truck and what we're doing so far, you definitely want to make sure you subscribe to be a part of the future episodes. But until then, we hope you take care, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye.